ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीना उपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनश्विन्वन्नोतिभिः श्रीरसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजनीवती दीनामवित्रवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम। शांति शांति शांति।
विनायका 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 विश्वधाय विनायका साई विश्वधाय विनायका 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 विनायक भव भयनाशक विनायक भव भयनाशक सुरमुनि वंदित श्री गणेशा सुरमुनि वंदित श्री गणेशा विश्वधाय विनायका साई विश्वधाय विनायका विनायका विनायका। Sai Ram.
Sai Ram. My most humble and reverential pranams at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Mother, Father, Guru and Master, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Loving Sai Ram's dear brothers and sisters, we lovingly and cordially welcome you to the 27th edition of Sri Sathya Sai Vidyavahini Family Satsang. What do we have in store for you today? Let us seek guidance and blessings from our beloved Bhagavan in the nature of context setting for today's Satsang. Let us hear Swami's discourse now.
కేవలం తినటం కోసం, త్రాగటం కోసం, నిద్రించటం కోసం, సుఖించటం కోసం వచ్చింది ఆ జీవితం.
The life birth is not for food, raiment and shelter, for eating and drinking. No.
The best way to love God is to love all, serve all.
The best way to love God is to love all and serve all.
మనం అందరినీ ప్రేమించాలి.
We should love all.
అందరినీ సేవించాలి.
We should serve all.
సేవే మనకు ప్రధానమైనటువంటి కర్తవ్యం.
Service is our duty.
కానీ ఈ డ్యూటీ ఆ డ్యూటీని గవర్నమెంట్ డ్యూటీస్ కాదు మనకి.
It's not official duty or government duty.
తోటి మానవులను సేవించి,
we should serve our
తోటి మానవులను ఆనందపరిచి,
we should make brother happy.
తోటి మానవులను సుఖపెట్టడమే మన కర్తవ్యం.
Our duty lies in making our brother happy.
కనుకనే మొట్టమొదట మనము సర్వీస్ లో ప్రయాణం కావాలి.
First we should take the path of service.
ఈ సర్వీస్ లో మనం ప్రయాణమైనప్పుడే మానవత్వం అనేటువంటిది సార్థకం అవుతుంది.
When once we take this journey of service, our life would be redeemed.
Highest sadhana is to transform love into service.
The highest form of sadhana is to transform love into service.
కనుక
So,
మొట్టమొదటి సేవలో మీరు ప్రారంభించి,
first start with service.
నేను అనేటువంటి స్థానం నుంచి మనము అనేటువంటి స్థానానికి మీరు చేరండి.
We should start our journey from the point of I.
అది ఎట్లా చేరేది అని నేను చెప్తాను.
Bhagavan will tell us in due course of time.
కనుక మొట్టమొదటి మీకు ఈ ప్రాప్తి చిక్కింది. లోకంలో ఎంతో మంది ఉంటున్నారు, ఎన్నో లక్షల మంది ఉంటున్నారు, కానీ ఆ ప్రాప్తి మీకు మాత్రమే లభించింది.
There are countless number of people outside world. You are really fortunate to be here.
ఈ లభించినటువంటి యొక్క అవకాశమును సద్వినియోగపరచు.
Make use of this fortune, good luck conferred.
దానిని మీరు 10 మందికి కూడా పంచండి.
And share this joy with everybody.
జగత్తుని సేవించండి.
Serve the whole world.
మనం ఈ ప్రపంచంలో పుట్టింది సేవ కోసం పుట్టాము, కానీ అధికారం కోసం పుట్టలేదు.
We are born in this world to serve, not for authority.
ఈ అథారిటీ ఏమిటి? అథారిటీ
What is this authority?
మనం సేవించడం కోసమని పుట్టాము.
In fact, we are born to serve.
భగవంతుడు పుట్టించిందేదంతా కూడా సేవ కోసమని పుట్టించాడు.
In fact, God's creation is for service.
కనుక సర్వీస్ కోసమనే మనం పుట్టామనే సత్యాన్ని గుర్తించాలి.
Understand the truth that we are born to serve.
సర్వీస్ అంటే గవర్నమెంట్ సర్వీస్, ఈ సర్వీస్, ఆ సర్వీస్, ఈ సర్వీస్ కాదు.
It's not government service or
సర్వీస్
official
ఏమైనా
service.
మీరు చేసుకోండి.
You can serve it that way.
విశ్వ సర్వీసు మానవ సర్వీసే మన సర్వీస్.
And the real service is serving the humanity, human service.
పేదలను ఆదుకోండి.
And help the poor and
రోగులు
forlorn.
మీరు ఎంతైనా ఉపకారం చేయండి.
And help the sick.
శక్తిహీనులైనటువంటి వారికి శక్తిని అందించండి.
And help those who are weak.
ఊరికి సంపాదించుకొని మన పొట్టలు నింపుకోవడం కోసం
You
కాదు.
earn and amass wealth and just go by that money.
బయట కూడా పొట్టలు ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు కోట్ల మంది ఉన్నారనేటువంటి సత్యాన్ని గుర్తించాలి.
Understand there are many poor and needy people outside.
ఎన్ని బాధలు పడుతుంటారు.
There are many suffering people.
అలాంటి దాన్ని మనం ఆదుకోవడానికి తగిన
We
కృషి
should go
చేయాలి.
to the rescue.
అప్పుడే మనం తగినటువంటి యొక్క సార్థక జీవితాన్ని పొందిన వారు.
Then only we will build a bridge.
ఆధ్యాత్మికం అంటే ఏమిటి? అది స్పెషల్ గా ఉండేటువంటిది కాదు.
Spirituality is not a special field.
నిత్య జీవితం లోపల అది మనకు వే ఆఫ్ లైఫ్.
Spirituality is a way of life.
మనం ప్రత్యేకించినటువంటిది కాదు.
It's not separate from our life.
మనం ఒక డిగ్రీ తీసుకోవాలంటే కొంత సబ్జెక్ట్ తీసుకోవాలి.
In fact, to get a degree, you should
కానీ
study one
దీనికి ఏ
subject.
సబ్జెక్టు లేదు.
But there's no subject here.
సబ్జెక్ట్ ఒకటే. లవ్ ఈజ్ బెస్ట్ సబ్జెక్ట్.
In spirituality, there's only one subject, the subject of love.
ఈ లవ్ ను మనం పెంచుకుంటే అన్ని సబ్జెక్టులు దాంట్లో లీనమైపోతాయి.
And once you develop love, all other subjects will follow.
కనుక ప్రేమ స్వరూపులైన మీరు ప్రేమను పెంచుకోండి.
You are the embodiments of love.
సర్వీస్ ని పెంచుకోండి.
Serve people.
అప్పుడే అన్ని విధాలా మీరు సార్థకమవుతుంది.
Then you will be successful.
How beautifully Swami has given the importance on service. He has always laid stress on selflessly serving others. In fact, in his literature, Sri Sathya Sai Vidyavahini, chapter 8, that we are going to look at today, Swami has clearly elucidated on how we must serve, and I quote, "Prompted by the urge to advance the progress of others, a person who dedicates their wealth, skill, and intelligence, their position and status, becomes truly great. Such a one is a purposeful seer for the world." How beautifully Swami has merged selfless service into spiritual sadhana. Such a clear direction he has provided us. Let us now hear from some of our Sri Sathya Sai school teachers on this very aspect. First, I welcome Sister Basudha Sharma from Sai Gurukul Academy, Gangtok. Sai Ram, sister.
Salam, sister. So in the discourse, as we all heard, Swami says about Lord all and serve all. So when I was in Baldikas, my guru used to tell, don't ask anything to God, just give what you have. And he is up looking at you. He always looks at you, and whatever you are giving, he will give to you. You don't need to ask anything. Swami will definitely give you. He used to tell that. And about my experience as being a teacher, I would like to share from the teaching field on this. So when I was in college, the time in those days, in my class, there was a girl who used to be very depressed, and she didn't talk with her classmates also. So we couldn't go and talk with her because she was always shy, sitting alone in the class. And one of our professors, she always used to communicate with her. She used to ask her what is the problem. She used to help her financially and morally also. So after communicating with that professor, after many days, we saw changes in that girl. She became more open up. She used to talk with us. And that professor was really inspiring for me. And I was really inspired by her. And after many years, even I became a teacher. And I was appointed as a teacher in Sai Gurukul Academy after my B.Ed completion. This is the first school where I worked. So there, in my class, I was a class teacher of class 6th standard. So there was one girl. She was a newcomer, and she was also the same type of girl which I talked about in my college days. Same like that type of girl she was. She was very shy, always fearful in the class. When she entered the class, she was not able to smile also. So I wonder what is the problem with her. So I tried to ask her to communicate her, but she was very much scared even to talk with me also. So what I thought was I need to work into that girl. So what I did, I made her friends with a group of girls who were very intelligent and who were very active in all the fields. They were very active in their work also, to talk also, to give the speech also. So I called those girls and I told them to be a friend with the newcomer girl without knowing her. Because if she will know that I told her, she will not feel good. So that's why I take those groups of girls that make her your friend and share your feelings with her. Ask her what is the problem. You can help her. She was a bit weak in English also. So I asked these girls to help her. So after a few days, I noticed there were some changes in the girl. Now she had become more confident. When she entered the class, she used to smile a lot. And when I interact with her, she was able to give the answers also. So that time I felt really satisfied from inside. And I remembered about that professor which was there in my college days, and that incident was there. And recently also, there is one special child in our school. She's not in my class. She's from class early KG. So from the HRDD department, one ma'am called me and she told me about the disabled certificate which she must need, and she told me to talk with her parents and send her uh, to get that certificate. So I was not her class teacher, so I talked with the concerned class teacher and told, inform our parents she needs to go to meet that ma'am and get the disabled certificate. So the her class teacher told me that her parents was not interested because I know that how it feels when your child is getting a disabled certificate. No one wants, but there is some facilities also. So I thought of that. I thought of her future, and I myself called her parents, her mother, and I told everything about how it is important to get a disabled certificate. Because if she will get that in future, it will be very helpful for her. She will get scholarship also. It will be helpful for her to get a job also. So I explained everything to her, and after talking with her till 5 to 10 minutes, she was convinced. She was ready to take her daughter. She came to the school. She took her daughter, and now after a few days, I think she will get the certificate also. So from inside only, I got that feeling, that satisfaction feeling from inside. As Swami has always told me that you give to others, I will give whatever you need, I will give it to you. So the same thing which my Balvikas Guru taught me, I am following that. And I believe that Swami is giving me everything which whatever I need. And talking about the Vidya Vahini also, I got a lot of opportunities from Vidya Vahini, and I am also I am also getting a lot of things to learn from Vidya Vahini. So from making PPT to working in Excel to train my fellow mates also. So I learned so many things from Vidya Vahini. And when I get the responsibility, I take it as an opportunity. I don't take it like load in my head and all that thing. Whatever the responsibility comes to me, I take it as an opportunity. And I know education is our experience only. We get everything, whatever experience, that is our education. So I've learned so many things from there. Previously, what I used to do was when I get some work to do, I always request my husband to do that computer works and all. But now I'm able to do that everything. I'm able to speak properly through this CYF. I also got a lot of opportunity to share my feelings and all. So lastly, I would like to thank Swami, and I would like to thank all the team of Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini. Sairam.
Thank you so very much, Vasudha sister. We really are touched by the experience that you have shared. It takes a really special teacher to feel for their students and to help them understand and transform. And indeed, Swami works through the teachers who are dedicated in the selfless service of transforming their pupils into confident young adults. Now I request Brother Kundan Raj Rai sir from Sai Sundaram School, Dilaram. Sairam brother, welcome to the wonderful platform of love. Would you like to share some experiences with us today?
Sairam sister, offering my most humble pranams at Bhagwan's divine lotus feet. It is indeed a very wonderful opportunity that Swami has given me to share some of my experiences throughout my professional career, and I'm very happy um, to be following, the directions that Bhagavan has given us. So everything is about leadership. So I would like to say a few words about leadership that I think is important for all of us to understand. So leadership in the beginning itself, as Swami said, is about helping others. Swami has always, Swami's situation that is very close to my heart is service to mankind is service to God. Our hands that serve are holy hands that pray. Those who give themselves over to the sincere desire to support the development, accomplishment, and well-being of others, juniors or peers, or even seniors, without an iota of selfish desire of self-glorification, are worthy of being called a leader. And every teacher, every guru is actually a leader to begin with. Leaders earn respect by being worthy of others' attention and appreciation. Leaders should expect nothing in return but be thankful for being a part of someone's happiness. That is very, very important. If you are able to make someone happy, that is what completes your effort that you put in helping others. Being honest and with oneself, and being aware of the values that come with leadership responsibilities, and experiencing and exploring one's own capabilities, moral standings, ethics. We want others to imbibe in themselves to possibly be a hallmark of a good leader. Bhagavan often told us to be like a tree, laden with fruits. A tree full of fruits, the branches are always hanging down so that people or animals or anyone willing to eat the fruit from the tree, gets the fruits very easily. And Swami told us not to be like tall and, straight trees that are easily broken, whenever there is a gust of wind or whenever there's a storm. The humility in one's success and failure are necessary to be considered a characteristic of a good leader. And a leader here is us, teachers, gurus, who play a vital role in guiding, the lives of young minds. We cannot always be successful in motivating, others, students, trainees, as well as all we are all inherently different from each other. However, it reminds us to accept the learning is a process that never ends, and that we have to accept ever-changing roles of being a leader and also being a follower at the same time, as we are always learning and evolving. It's inherently an act of humility. I've had a long career, almost 13 years in a corporate life, and thereafter I came back home, and then I had an opportunity to train young people in the beginning before I joined Sai School. And the examples from that 3 months of training that I imparted, that I had an opportunity to train students of economically, weaker sections of the society who had dropped out of school. And then when I look back at those 3 months and the difference that I was able to make, in their lives, something that I'll always cherish. There was a boy who had just cleared class 8. He was from economically a very weak, family. He wasn't good in studies, to be honest. He couldn't write, the local language, Nepali. Let's not even talk about English. And at that time, I was actually teaching communications to most of the kids. During the 3 months of training, I was always worried what this kid is going to do after, we've trained them in this hospitality management. The only good thing about him was, this one trait that he had. He was always very happy to be involved in cooking. So whenever there was a function in the village, he would be one of the kids ready to go and help, in cooking. So finally, when the time came that they were to be placed in hotel industries, he was placed in one hotel in Gujarat. And luckily, with God's grace, he was placed in the kitchen. He called me after almost 6 months. And he told me, "Sir, I've been working in the kitchen for the last 6 months. And I'm working there only because of what you've told me. Because I had told them life is not going to be easy outside. You'll have to bear a lot of scoldings from your seniors. If you give up at that point of time, you'll never make a career for yourself." And he told me, "I remember your words very clearly, sir. And dear sisters and brothers, I'm so glad to tell you that this very same kid who I was afraid of, cared for basically, has grown on to become chef in a 4-star hotel." So when I look back at these few months of scenarios, it gives me immense pleasure. Actually, I had nothing. I had nothing to get from it. All that I get is happiness when I look at them, and then they thank me for helping them become what they are today. Similarly, there was another girl in our school. Currently, she was, weak in studies and had to repeat a couple of classes over a period of time. So when I joined the school, she was already in class. She had cleared class 1 CBSE, and I joined class 11. That is when I was introduced to her. And then I realized 11 is a changing, phase in life of a student, and that's what I've learned. She was weak. Nevertheless, when she reached 12, he told me, "Sir, can I take tuitions with you?" I told, if you did not study for the last 2 years, how is this 3 months of tuition going to help you? And she said, "Sir, please help me." So I took tuitions for them for 3 months before the board exams. And when the board exams came, results came, I was so happy to know that they had cleared the exams, with a very good percentage. And then she asked me, "Sir, what should I do now?" And I told her, jokingly actually, I told her, "You are very aggressive. You are more like a boy than a girl. Go ahead and do law. Go and join and do LLB." And then, I just said it. Not that I didn't mean, but then later on I was worried. What if she takes LLB and if she's not able to, complete the course? I'm so happy today for her. She sent me a thank you note saying, "Today I'm an advocate." And she was practicing in Calcutta High Court. What else could I expect? I mean, what else, do I deserve? It makes me so happy because only a few words of encouragement, only a few words of, counseling, helping them out without expecting anything in return, but only wishing good for those that we help. When they succeed in their life, when they do what we have asked them to do, it gives us immense happiness and, a pleasure that no words can describe. One thing I've realized, that when we do something for others without expecting anything in return, that is when we experience bliss. The happiness that we derive from service that we have given someone without expecting, and then they acknowledge that help later on in your life, that happiness that we expect is nothing but bliss. Because as Bhagavan said, we always need to be happy at the end of the day, because no amount of wealth, no amount of materialistic things in this world is going to give you that pure bliss, happiness. as a teacher, as a guru, today as I stand in front of you all I would like to tell you is when we serve the students, when we teach our students, we would like them to become some good human being in the future. Let them, let them succeed in the careers that you want to make for them. And I hope even in the future, I would be able to help and assist and guide many students over many years. And I'll be very happy if they come back to me and say, sir, I am so and so. Today I am this. Thank you so much. If they say that, there is nothing more that I want. Sairam.
Sairam Kundanraj Rai sir. Thank you so very much. Your words were wise indeed, and you have expressed very clearly how teachers are true leaders. And your experiences have shown that if we truly care, we bring about changes in others' lives. And our care and love have ripple effect, and they then go on to serve others in that truly selfless manner. Thank you so very much. Now, let us call upon Brother Raju Rai sir from Sai Sundaram School, Dilaram. Sai Ram sir, we are looking forward to listening from you some experiences from your end.
My humble salutation at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Swami, and my loving Sai Ram to all my brothers and sisters. So here, today I got my topic like leader. True leader is someone who dedicate their skill efforts to help others. So related with this one, a leader, what I felt, a leader is someone who works for other and for good result of good outcomes. So related with this one, I also feel very internally and very truly like a teacher is only one of the best leader for everyone. So here, I have a lot of experiences, but one a very small experience is there. It's related with my childhood. It's with me only. So I just want to share with everyone. When I was there in around class 5 or 6 standard, so I think I was truly idiot for mathematics. And a little like clever also. My father, he was there in RV. He used to come home for the 2 months. And always he used to teach me mathematics. And I used to keep all the copies, whatever he taught me, very safely. When he will return, all the time I'll copy all this mathematics and I will submit as my homework. And later on, what happened? So it's my good luck. In my school, a new teacher appointed. And he's so kind-hearted. And his technique, he has given a lot of time for the students. And slowly my interest rise every day. You can't believe, and I used to do around 150 sums per day. And when I submit that sums, he never scolded me, why you crossed me. I haven't taught you and you have done this one. So his dedication, he checked all my songs and he returned me in the next day. Every time I go for more further than the class, but he never scolded me. And his technique, now I understood why he has done. That time I felt so proud, like I've done all. I'm the fastest than every boy or every student of the class. But now I can understand, like he was a true leader for me. I felt it very personally. Now I can understand what he has done to me. Like whatever sum I have done, he checked all. He never scolded me. And wherever I made a mistake, and he called me and he taught me a very easy process for this one. So that make me now like I'm working as a math teacher in one school. So this is a small experience for a leader. So personally, what I feel, a teacher or someone who is very a good leader for the society, not only for the school, for the even for the society. So here, but the topic, what is relate with us, like a dedication and hard work and skill. So suppose if I'm a teacher, my experience and my feelings, maybe so all of you are not agree with me, but what I feel, like as a teacher, suppose I want a good result, a good outcomes from the class, but without dedication, without my proper skill, just a usual teacher, I went, I taught them, and it's over, finished. My job is done. If I do like that, so I cannot expect the good result from the class. For that one, my dedication is required. I need to go for the proper skill. I have to look after my child, and I have to give sometimes extra time. Then only what happens, a good result or good outcomes will be there. So what I felt, a good leader must dedicate the skills as well as the time for the students. So similarly, another one is there, a simple thing. So before school, I was there in a business, like I was a medical representative. And I was there in the such kind of market where the total sale was 30,000 per year. And I'm feeling so tough for that one. And that time my team leader was there. And I discussed with him regarding my problem, what kind of problem I was facing in my ground level. And what happens, he told me, he assured me that whenever you have got a problem, you do one thing, you just call me and I'll be there. So slowly what happens, he gave me the idea that skills. And the next 1 year later only, so what happens, there was a sale of 17 lakhs rupees. So why I'm sharing with you all this, the dedication of my team leader. So the leader is a someone who dedicates all the skills for their team. So similarly, I'm very much agree with the Kundan Raj Rai, because teacher is a truly a leader. Because when we feel like just a teacher, here we have got a problem within us, like some teachers, they are by chance teachers, or some of them are there by choice teacher. So by chance, if you become a teacher, you are a teacher now. Either by choice, if you become a teacher, now you are the teacher. So once you have decided, or without decision, you become a teacher. So now you are the truly leader, and your dedication and your skill, it's very important for the children. Suppose I'm dreaming for the good result for my class, and I'm not giving a proper time, a usual time just I'm giving for my class. Then dreaming about the good result of the class, it's just building a castle in air. It's my personal opinion. For that one, I need to give something for my class, something extra. That I learned from this SSVV, whatever trainings they have given us. Because I felt sometime like some ma'am from the Sai Gurukul, she was telling whatever we got, that like it's not an extra burden. The same I felt, whatever we got, whatever duty we got, that is not an extra burden, but this is opportunity given by us. So whatever opportunity is there, if I'm taking as an opportunity, then my skill will be developed. And being a good leader, I can use this skill. Or being a good teacher, I can use this skill to develop my child. So that it is very important to be a good leader, to dedicate the skill and the hard work for my students. Sairam.
Sairam Rajarai sir. Thank you so much for your words of wisdom. Kindness, love, and compassion come naturally to teachers, I guess. Leading through example, you have rightly pointed out that dedication towards children's learning is most important for any teacher. And today we have seen from our teachers that Swami's selfless service dictum is truly taken up as their mission in life. And we are truly very proud of all the Sathya Sai school teachers that we have who follow Swami's words as Gita. So thank you, brothers and sisters, for tuning into today's satsang. And there are so many teachers out there who have similar experiences, and we would like to hear from all of you. So please write into us and share your experiences with us. And please stay on, because we will now have Aarti.
जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपति स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपति आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आवतान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश माता पिता गुरुदैवमो मरियन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मरियन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्रशयन ओम जय जगदीश ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी हो साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंधुको मंगल आरती अंधुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो सुखिनो भवन्तु शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री